My name is Kimberly Amann and I teach 5th grade. I decided that I wanted to become an educator when I was given the opportunity in 5th grade to work with another student who had moved here from England. I found that I really enjoyed working with her and teaching her different ways to solve problems that she wasn't sure of how to do. And through that, I decided that I wanted to be a teacher. I also graduated here from Charlotte County, and I had many amazing, inspiring teachers along the way. Some of them showed me that hands-on learning is a great fun way, and they inspired me. They also developed relationships with me, which made me want to become a teacher to be able to inspire and develop relationships with my students.
At first, I never really liked math, but now math is my favorite subject because she really helps me understand stuff. And she'll work me through problems that I don't understand, and she never gets frustrated when we don't get it at first.
Some of the teaching methods and approaches that I use are student-centered learning. The students guide their own instruction and they work at their own individual paces. Another strategy that I like to use is through cooperative learning, where students work with other students in many different aspects and they develop the social bond and social skills that they need as well.
She lets us work with partners, and she explains it hands-on. She'll teach you it step by step, and I feel like she's really impacted my life with science, and she's a super great teacher.
I also differentiate my instruction, so I pace it at the level of my learners. So some students may be working on one skill while other students are still working on a different skill that they need to revisit. And I like to incorporate technology within my classroom because I find that the technology really motivates the kids to learn better, and they're more willing to participate when they have something that they can produce using technology.
She has taught me how to do decimals, divide decimals. She has taught me most of the 5th grade standards already, and we're only halfway through the year.
I have many students that I feel that I've impacted their life, and sometimes I feel like there's too many to name. But if I had to name a couple, one of my first years teaching, I had a student who was really struggling with his home life. He lived with his grandma, and he had already had issues with academics and was failing. And I found that he liked cars, so I found a connection with him. And so through that, I was able to build a relationship with him, and I still talk to him to this day and see him at car shows and things like that because he's actually still into cars. I've bonded with many of my students to the fact where I still communicate with their parents and still check on them regularly and make sure that they're okay.
So at the beginning of the year, I was not that good at math, but she helped me understand it, and she's really a good teacher, and I hope she wins Teacher of the Year.